He certainly began promising enough with an excellent goal on the opening day in the win over Coventry. He was soon tormenting promoted Bolton, a decisive header from a cross by Frenchman David Ginola, a combination Kevin Keegan hopes can often be repeated this season. But Bolton, on their first home game in the top flight for 15 years, responded positively. They equalised early in the second half, a header from Icelandic international Gudni Bergson. But Newcastle, with so many attacking players in their side, still had the scent of success, with Ferdinand unlucky to hit the bar from Peter Beardsley's cross. Then, with 13 minutes left, they restored their lead. Robert Lee's second goal in 4 days, arriving courtesy of Keith Gillespie's centre. Then the Newcastle bench, along with their large travelling support, was celebrating another 3-goal tally, with Ferdinand underlining again the qualities that persuaded Keegan to part with £6 million for his services. He collected his second of the game and third in 2 matches in typically determined fashion. Maximum points for Newcastle, none so far for Bolton. At £500,000, Coventry believe Brazilian Isaias from Benfica could be one of the bargain transfers of the close season. He made his full debut at home to Manchester City and helped his team in front on 12 minutes. He released Ali Pickering, and his cross produced a strong header from another of Ron Atkinson's new signing, Paul Telfer. Manchester City strove hard for an equaliser, and their perseverance paid off 9 minutes from time. Uwe Rosler with a typically brave header from Nicky Summerby's centre. But soon after Rosler had recovered from his efforts, he could only watch in dismay as Coventry struck for the winner. The home side rewarded with Dion Dublin's late header from a cross by John Sulaco. 2-1 to Coventry. Everton and Arsenal had both failed to win their opening games against Chelsea and Middlesbrough respectively, and for much of this match at Goodison Park another draw seemed likely. David Platt was closest to a first-half goal, his header rebounding off the Everton crossbar. It was a niggling, mainly untidy affair, and it was Arsenal who produced the finishing power to win it. First, Platt on target this time for his first league goal for his new club, after again good work from Paul Merson. A quality goal in which the other newcomer, Dennis Bergkamp, had played a part, and the Dutchman was involved in the second goal as well, his vision sending Ian Wright clear for an excellent strike. 2-0 to Arsenal. Everton can't have Andrei Kanchelskis in their lineup soon enough. After their opening day defeat at Aston Villa, Manchester United were anxious to reassure supporters that they're going to remain a major force in English football. They certainly have a major stadium. The latest addition to their marvellous arena will eventually increase their capacity to 55,000. United clearly aren't fully into their stride yet by any means, but they eased in front against West Ham 5 minutes into the second half. Good work from Dennis Irwin, paving the way for Paul Scholes' opener. West Ham, though, was soon level, albeit in fortunate fashion. Inspired play from John Moncur, leading to an own goal, a deflection off United's returning captain Steve Bruce. But it was United who went on to secure the extra points, with fittingly the winner claimed by Roy Keane, the young Irishman of whom so much is expected this season since the departure of Paul Ince. He had an outstanding game in midfield. A welcome sight then for those worried United fans, the entrance as a substitute of Andy Cole, now on his way back to full fitness after his recent injury problems. Still one dramatic moment to come, an unsavoury one too. Marco Boogers, West Ham's new Dutch striker, launching himself at Gary Neville. Referee Dermot Gallagher had no option but to send him off. Manchester United 2, West Ham 1. The loss of Les Ferdinand has been a major blow for Queen's Park Rangers. Their hopes of scoring enough goals will well depend on the ability of young Kevin Gallen to follow in his footsteps. He was close here against Wimbledon early on. The Dons' new goalkeeper Paul Heald keeping him out. Heald is being preferred in goal to Hans Segers, and it'll stay that way if he continues to produce this kind of form. Gallen, the unlucky man again as Rangers fired the early pace. But the trend was soon to turn. Wimbledon's first taking the lead just before the half hour with a goal from their Norwegian international, Øyvind Leonardsen. They doubled that lead early in the second half. Dean Holdsworth, the scorer, to punish more sloppy Rangers defending. But within a couple of minutes, Holdsworth was on his way off the field. The striker, who'd already been booked, had fouled Danny Maddox in aggressive fashion. And his action prompted a distasteful brawl as players from both sides waded into each other. All very regrettable for two clubs who only recently were given suspended fines and warned as to their future conduct. Australian Ned Zelic, Rangers record signing from Borussia Dortmund, came on for his first taste of Premier League football but couldn't alter the outcome. Indeed, it was Wimbledon who scored the final goal. This from John Goodman with just 7 minutes to go. Rangers bottom of the table, but Wimbledon have started most encouragingly with 6 points out of 6. Blackburn Rovers spent very little on transfers in the summer, but now Matt Holmes has been signed from West Ham to help strengthen their squad. It was a hugely entertaining night at Hillsborough, with Sheffield Wednesday's attacking poise first to show. This was Mark Pembridge striking the Blackburn crossbar. Then on 18 minutes, the opening goal. Chris Wattle's cross, eluding everyone to the embarrassment of Blackburn's normally reliable defence. The champions, though, were pressing hard for the equaliser, and it duly arrived on the hour. Holmes and Tim Sherwood setting up the goal for Alan Shearer, his second of the season. That's how it stayed until 7 minutes from time, when Wednesday pounced for a deserved first win. Pembridge, a summer recruit from Derby, combining with Ian Nolan before steering in the decisive goal. A disappointing night for Blackburn, their misery completed by the dismissal in injury time of Mark Atkins, this for use of foul and abusive language. That's now 2 sendings off for Blackburn in consecutive games. One goal settled an uninspiring contest at White Hart Lane, and it was Aston Villa who scored it. Defender Ugo Ehihog heading in Mark Draper's corner with just over 20 minutes remaining. Villa just about deserved their second win to maintain a 100% start. They were deprived of a second goal by Ian Walker's smart save from Dwight Yorke. Tottenham were very disappointing, and it clearly wasn't their night, as they discovered when Chris Armstrong's effort was ruled out for an earlier offence. The replay clearly shows that he handled the ball before steering it underneath Mark Bosnich.